Welcome, everyone.
Paul!
We
Welcome,
require more Vestian guests.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Thank you.
Oh no.
We'd like to welcome everyone out to this session of General Conference.
That's terrible.
It's so good.
The 69th annual. Okay.
It's 69th General Annual Conference of the... gosh, what's this church called again? You guys don't pay me enough. Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Oh, dear.
Okay. So, last we left off, the gang had... I'm still trying to do my prophet voice slightly, so bear with me. Last we left off, the gang had left Whitestone under the direction of Ganix, the captain of the guards, and given a stone to monitor their progress, giving them direction that they must answer each night or suffer his wrath. The gang then left, went back up into the mountains north of Whitestone, and narrowly avoiding what could have been a terrible encounter with a lake monster, checked in with Ganix to find out that the lake area is not to be trifled with, which you've passed by several times.
Twice. Three times.
Very luckily. You found a logging camp nearby to spend the night at, and that is where we last left off. We have not quite gone through the night. So as everyone is bedding down for the evening and you get a fire going, where is kind of everyone sitting at around the fire in relation? Like, we can do simple north, south, east, west.
North. East.
I'm not south of Ammon, that's for sure.
Oh.
Or Ulysses. Or
What?
No, don't say that old name. Don't you dare.
what's your real name? Yo, Ulysses. Yeah. Sorry.
What
I'm
name
not
is he?
south of Ulysses.
So,
West?
it's okay, so Galedrick is west, War is east, EA is north, and Ulysses is north as well. It's going to be a super awkward night.
No.
Okay. Ulysses is
Are we all spooning?
No, what?
Yeah, around the fire. You're going like head to toe. I hope nobody has a foot fetish because it's going to get really awkward for one of you.
Just a foot fungus, that's all I got.
Yeah, it's so good. So as you're sitting around the fire, you have the logging camp, which means you have lots of fell trees laying around you, most of which have had their branches and bark scraped off in preparation for transport. You see several logging piles at the nearby vicinity, as well as some tree line to your north, giving you some cover from things like wind. You have some decent cover from kind of direct line of sight in the nearby vicinity, and the evening is brisk, and you've noticed that the higher you go up in the elevation, the cooler it is getting. And some of you who aren't resistant to things like cold are finding the licking dance of fire to be quite welcoming on this evening. So what are you guys doing?
It's so cold.
I'm happy. Oh, boy, is it hot in here. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, I gotta do...
I actually do love the voice. I'm like in the mood now for like D&D now.
I think I'm just like staring at the fire and thinking. What's everyone else doing?
I'm wondering if it's safe to have a fire.
Oh.
Given what what's his bucket said.
Dangers everywhere.
Yeah. Did I set traps before we were like sat down and stuff?
Oh, shit.
No. You didn't ask to, but we did kind of end the last episode a little quickly. So if you want to take a minute before settling down to attempt to set some traps, you are more than welcome to.
Yeah, I think I want to. I'm feeling like the same vibe as War of like, hey, uneasy. So I'm gonna set a trap.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to put on my shoes as well. My fancy shoes.
Okay.
George! George, are you kidding? I'm leaving. I hate this game.
Okay, go right ahead, George. Let's go ahead and have you roll a survival check. Actually, a survival or nature check. I'll let you choose. First roll of the night.
Come on, baby.
Come on, big money, big money, big money.
Survivor or nature, you said?
Yeah, survival or nature.
Let's go.
that is twice. Okay, here we go.
We're just cuddle with me to stay alive.
Oh, shit.
So what kind of trap were you trying to set?
Here's what I was thinking. I was gonna ask if Ulysses could help me pick up a big rock because I'm bird-brained and feather-handed. So I was gonna ask him to pick up a rock for me, and I was gonna do the same thing. I was gonna have him hold it up in the air and tie the rope on it and hang it from a branch up above, and then tie it like.
Okay, so you're trying to make a rock as a counterweight to a branch to act as some sort of a trigger snaring mechanism for how big? How big of a creature were you looking to? Medium size, like humanoid, or larger?
I want the rock the size of my head.
Okay,
That's
so
gonna kill
that
a bird
would
is all.
He tries
Yeah,
to balance
that's-
on like a twig.
that's only going to be like maybe like a medium-sized dog would be the biggest that would capture. Ulysses, do you give him a hand with that?
Yeah, I can help him out. I think it's a silly idea, but I'll help him.
No, it's for our protection.
Okay, so he instructs you to pick up a rock, and you pick up a rock, and you follow him over, and he grabs a tree branch, and he pulls it down, and he ties some lashing to it, ties the other end of the rope to the rock, and you're looking at it, and you're thinking, what the hell is he trying to make right now? And just as he, it's not a very big rock, like it's the kind of rock you can pick up with one hand, like Fezzik in Princess Bride, right? So it's not a big ordeal for you. Your passive strength is sufficient,
I
but
just want to make sure I didn't get a natural one, you know.
oh, I got you.
Drop it on his foot or something.
Yeah, and so he's like, okay, and he holds his hands out like he wants you to give him the rock now, as though the trap is somehow complete, even though it's a branch tied to a rock, and that's all it is. And the moment you let go, his bird body buckles from the weight that he wasn't expecting to get, and he's going to take.
How did I get a natural one?
2 points of force damage as the rock kind of twists his back and makes it kind of pulls a muscle. He's not super happy about it, and it doesn't fall on his foot, thankfully, but now the rock is sitting on the ground with a rope attached to it, tied to a branch which has pressure bowed down to it. It doesn't look like a trap. It looks like a child tied a rock to a tree. It's not a trap for all intents and purposes, unless someone were to cut the rope and then the branch would and hit something on the other side. So, you're welcome to go around and put up as many of those as you'd like with that one.
Good try, little buddy.
Thank you. So with force damage, that hits me regularly, right?
Yeah. So unless you have a susceptible or vulnerable to something. So if you take a look at the top right next to your armor class to the right that says defenses, resistances, immunities, or vulnerabilities. If you were vulnerable to force damage, it would say vuln force, and then you would take 50% more damage.
Gotcha.
No, it's double. It would be 4 damage instead of 2. If you have resistance, then it's halved. So if you have resistance to cold, then you take half as much cold damage. If you're immune, then you don't take any damage. And if it's not any of those, then you just take normal straight damage across.
All right, took it across. Wow, it's natural 1. These traps are great ideas.
You're doing so good with
It's
them.
like 3 different voices. Your in-game story voice, and then your voice when you're like
When I'm
helping
explaining
us
stuff.
explain things,
I gotcha. Okay.
and then a different one for like when it's
So when-
a dream or something.
Oh,
Ooh.
I've got one for a dream. I've got several for a dream. Like I got
Is that
At a time when we weren't ready. I don't know when they came or how they got here, but they... Oh God, they're coming back. Please save me.
That's creepy. I don't like that.
I love it.
You're
What?
welcome. And then here's one that one of you will get to know very soon, very well.
I am the Unchained Oblivion.
what?
That'll be Stephanie. Got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be dead by
I touched my
traps
nose. I
before
touched my
then.
nose. I touched my nose.
Yeah, okay. So what so you guys got done not setting up traps. War and Ia, what are you two up to?
I'm gonna be like, War, want to see something cool?
Wow, you don't say that at camp.
I'll tell you mine is just so weird.
You want to see something cool? Come behind this tree.
and I'm gonna stand up and I'm going to start flying like a couple feet up in the air. Like
Ooh.
Iron Man.
Okay.
And
So
I'm gonna.
So
be
War, you see the boots kind of get a seemingly weird, almost like heat bloom off of the boots, kind of like that mirage-esque atmosphere you can see coming off pavement when you're driving in the summer. It just kind of plumes out from the boots once they're activated, and she lifts up off the ground a couple of feet, and she seems to zoom around with ease around the campfire, as though she has somehow turned into some fey-like fairy creature and is now hovering around like it's nothing, like it's something she's done her entire life.
Oh my gosh, I'm super impressed. And then I ask her how she's doing that.
These incredible shoes I have. And then I'm going to look around. Is it a heavily wooded area, Kenny? DM.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
To see if there's trees. Oh gosh. You said
One might be
perception?
missing a branch. That's all.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is not bird down.
7. In the nearby vicinity, you can see that your campsite is sitting on a bit of a hill. It's leading up into the higher parts of the mountain, so you're at the base of that. So you do have some hill cover behind you that leads into trees, which is north of you. To your immediate east, you have a large wood pile of about 7 or 8 logs at the base, and going up depreciating. I don't know what it's degrading at 2 logs per going up in the stack. So the base is 7, up is 5, 3, 1, going up to the top. Each log appears to be about 1.5 feet, 2 feet in length. So it's an 8-foot gap to the top of the log pile. You see similar log piles sitting around. One of them that is much larger to the south of you starts off at about 13 logs at the base, and it goes up about 6 or 7 layers. And then to the east of, or to the west of you, is a smaller stack, but it starts to go downhill there a little bit into a bit of a defilade. That makes it so you can see things down there quite easily. With a 7, you don't see much more than that. It's getting kind of dark.
If I were to get up higher, would I be able to see the lake that he was talking about?
Potentially. You're welcome to roll again for perception, but you have to let me know how high you're looking to go. The trees around you are probably 50 to 60 feet high, so to clear them, you'd have to get up pretty high.
Yeah.
Be like
I
a
want to
bird
get
or something.
I want to get up 60 feet high, and then I'm gonna look at Galedrick in that way where I'm like, ha ha ha, sucker. And then I'm going to look to see if I can see the lake and potentially the giant snake thing that he was talking about.
Okay. So if you get up 60 feet, you'll be eye level with the tree line. So if you want to see above the tree line, possibly down into a lake area, you'll probably have to get up to 80 to 100 feet.
Ooh,
Oh my
okay, I'll
gosh,
do it.
Wow. What?
Okay.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Given that you now have... Yep, go ahead, Ulysses.
Can Galedrick and I see this?
Yeah, you guys didn't go...
They didn't leave. the
Yeah, you
camp.
guys didn't go super far away from camp, just trying to set up like traps in between the log piles and in the woods behind, or to the north in the direction that you're going. So yeah, you guys stayed within eye and earshot of the others, and when you heard Ia say, "Hey, check this out," you instinctively looked over and saw her start to fly up.
So I'll let her do her thing, but I'm gonna go walk over there in case, because I'm nervous because I don't know what's going on, in case she falls, so I can catch her.
You're gonna go catch her? Wow. You should have caught that rock.
Okay, so Ia, go ahead and roll another perception check, but with advantage.
Okay. Gonna need that because it's a 9. Okay. 15.
Okay, with a 15, you do see quite a bit more detail. You do see the lake. You are probably half a mile from the lake. You are separated from the lake by a ridge line and a not super dense number of trees. Probably a tree every 8 to 10 feet. So quite easy for you to get through, as well as any other large creature that wanted to get through. As you're looking down, it is getting kind of toward dusk, so you can't see super well. You do see, I would say you see the shapes and outlines of things that look like they should be rock formations in the lake. But since you've crossed or passed by it a few times, you know those rock formations aren't there. So they're shadows, but you don't know if they're shadows because they are sitting on top of the water or if because they're sitting below the water line. But you do see things.
I'm gonna fly down and be like, I think I see the snakes, guys.
So
You're gonna fly down and tell people what you see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, were you flying with her? I don't. Okay.
No, I'm just glad I get to know the
Oh,
information.
okay. I thought you were answering too, like she was carrying you up into the sky.
Bridal style.
You raise me up.
Can she carry people?
I mean, I think I could if I could like physically lift them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The rule behind
know.
carrying is that you first have to succeed in a strength check for the appropriate creature that you're looking to carry, and then your movement speed is halved. So, if she were to pick up Ulysses because he is large, she'd have to succeed on a dice save of 15, strength check of 15 or higher. If she picked up Galedrick, it would probably be a dice save of 12, and if it was War, it would probably be a dice save of 14. But then movement speed would be halved, so I think her boots are the same as her walking speed, which is 30 feet. And so it would end up being 15 feet, so 15 feet every 6 seconds flying. And
Now,
she'd have to
I'm like
keep doing...
aerodynamic. Do you think I'd really slow her down by half?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's less about like the speed capability and more like she's trying to keep her grip, trying to make sure that the wind
Gotcha.
factor doesn't knock you out. Because while you're aerodynamic, you're also like you're still mass. You still,
Gravity
you
still
still
works on
yeah,
me.
you still affect how it is that she's able to fly. So, and it would be concurrent strength checks over and over. And if you failed any of them, you would drop them. And depending on how high up you were, I think force or falling damage is 1d10 for every 20 feet or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Galedrick, can you glide?
I just fall with style.
1d6 every 10 feet. So a example of this is in Critical Role. Somebody in season 1, they jumped off of a cliff thinking that if they turned into a fish that they would be okay. Because underneath it was supposed to be water. They missed the jump. They fell like 300 feet. And while they impacted as a fish, they were turned back to their normal form, and it did enough damage to them that it instantly killed the character. Like disintegrated the body so that they could not revive it.
Worth it.
And that happens when you've taken damage equal to whatever your hit point max is, but in the negative. So if you have 80 maximum hit points, if you get to negative 80, then you outright die. No death saves, nothing. You're dead.
Game
You're gone.
over.
You did.
So
Ia flies down after having scouted out the area back in the direction that you came from, not seeing anything along the way leading to you to cause alarm or suspicion, and having not looked in any other direction but the one, returns back and shares the information with the group on what it is that she saw.
It's really exciting.
Now that you're all back on the ground-ish, or at least close to ground level, anything else that you want to do before turning in for the evening?
Oh, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
I do want to remind you that we did put our horses up, so they're happy and fed and watered, and the saddles are off.
Yeah,
Everything's
so
good, so they don't
do
die.
anything funky, DM.
Okay,
We're taking care of them, okay?
The horses are happy. They're talking amongst themselves, and if any of you could understand their language, you'd hear them saying things like, "Damn, it's good to get a rest every now and then, right, Bill?" It's like, you said it, Bill. For some reason, all horses call all other horses Bill.
Bill. It's like bro.
Yep.
I'm really tired. I have exhaustion because
Someone
I
spent
don't
the
know
whole
why
night
I'm
drinking.
so tired.
Yeah. It's
Can I take
not
a
like
quick
you
sleep?
partied all night. the night before.
Mm-mm.
But
Can I take the first sleep?
can you take a what?
The first sleep.
Oh,
time.
yeah. If you're turning in for the night, we need 2 checks for watch. Who wants to stay up, or you can all go to sleep and see what happens in the middle of the night without
Why are
anyone
you
watching.
smiling? Why are you smiling?
I'm just saying. I wanted to remind you that was an option.
And
Everyone go to
as that
sleep.
option, who knows what's going to happen?
I feel like Emma needs to go to bed first.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
I'll stay up first.
Okay, so you're not all just going to go to sleep and let happen what happens?
Not today.
Okay. So, Ia, if you're taking the first watch, why don't you go ahead and roll a perception check for me?
I'm doing so good at those. 14.
Oh my gosh, wow. I can take the next check.
Okay. Perception check. The typical sounds of the evening are pretty much your only companion throughout the night. You do hear crickets, and you can kind of hear dragonflies buzzing around, and at some point, Finnegan comes pouncing out of the nearby woods with a fresh caught rabbit in his mouth, and he is ripping it to pieces right next to you, and is happily accepting any scratchies or any animal handling check that you want to make.
I'm going. So.
Oh, you did?
I did. I got a
Okay.
15. As soon as you say Finnegan, I'm going to roll. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And also, Kenny, I don't know if you know this about me, but I have beast speech that can be cast at will without expending a spell slot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who's Will?
No way.
Where is that?
It's under my features and traits under Eldritch Invocations.
Beast speech. Speak with animals.
It even says that you might be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favor for you at the GM's discretion.
I am not doing
Animal
that.
beasts can give you information about nearby locations of monsters. Okay, within the past day. Okay. So do you cast beast speech on Finnegan?
On Finnegan? I'm like right here.
Yes, on Finnegan, I'm going to cast it and kind of find out where he got his little rabbit and talk to him and stuff and be like, hey guy, what's up?
I gotta now come up with a voice for
I
Finnegan.
was gonna say, please tell me you have a voice for him.
Do the small one.
Gosh. Okay.
No, you can't do that one. You can't do that one.
No, I can't. I gotta save that one for later.
This is gonna be great because now he can actually at least.
No, you guys get this. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including they perceive or have perceived within the past day. So, he can be like our little scout guy.
I know you said he couldn't be involved in it, but is that something that he can do?
Yeah. I'll say that for this, that's acceptable. As far as the small favors go, I'm probably going to limit the small favors to things like picking up objects, like jumping on your back to pop it, those kinds of things.
Okay. All right. He's our little masseuse now.
Okay. So, I'm going to do this in the clean voice then, since I don't want to do the whole church thing of a fox, but
Oh my gosh. I love rabbit. Ah, this sumptuous rabbit is so good. Oh, I love it so much. Oh my, it's so delicious. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love the way it just goes down my throat.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, does that sound? Oh no, that's not how I meant it.
So where
It's
have you been
it's a good
today?
thing nobody.
Hi.
You can understand me.
Just
It's
for
been
about 10
so
minutes.
lonely.
But it looks like you're enjoying your meal, so that's
Oh,
exciting.
I am. I love rabbit, and I love snakes, and
Oh,
birds, and
snake?
birds' eggs, and
Do
bird
you?
feet, and birds. I love birds.
Oh, okay. But we're not going to eat any birds here that are present, right?
He's gonna slowly look over at Galedrick,
And I'm
sleeping.
asleep right now. I'm
Yeah,
asleep.
sleeping close to the fire, and he's gonna lick some of the blood off of his face and go, "No, not right now."
Oh gosh.
I,
Have you seen any snakes nearby?
oh, yeah, I saw a little snake. I chased him for a little bit, and then I bit his head off and ran away. It was fun.
Oh, that's
Um,
fun.
and then, oh gosh, there was a really big snake back there, like
Oh,
62 cents ago. Like, I smelled so many other things between now and then. That's how I judge time. I don't know if you know that. I
62
based off
cents.
of cents.
Oh,
Um,
smells. Oh, okay.
yes, well, it's with my nose, and he gets his paw up and he kind of scratches at his nose a little bit. And
So
okay,
when you saw the
yeah.
snake, was it in a big like lake or water or anything?
Oh yeah, it was in a
Oh,
giant mud puddle. Like huge, the size of an ocean. I think. I don't know. I'm really small. I'm really
yeah,
small.
you are. Well, you're as tall as you need to be. So,
Yeah, I am.
yes.
Fuck yeah. Uh, and yeah, it was eating a giant. Like you guys are all giants to me, but you know how there are even bigger things than you, like
Yeah,
giants.
it was eating a real giant.
Yeah,
Oh.
it didn't look that tasty.
No, they're not. So don't try to eat any giants either, okay?
How do you know?
I have really a lot of knowledge in my head.
Oh, you're the smart one.
Yeah, I'm the smart one.
Ah, gosh, I I. That's so cruel. I wish I was the smart one. Uh, but I'm the cute one.
Yes, that is absolutely you. And I'm gonna give him a little scritchies.
Oh, holy fuck, that felt good. Okay.
Okay, well be safe because I don't want you to get hurt by the big snake either, okay?
Yeah. And the other giants in the area. I don't want to be hurt
Oh.
by them either.
And did you see one of those nearby?
Oh yeah, no, they're everywhere.
Oh.
Like, I mean, there's one over there.
Where?
And he nods off in a direction behind the really big wood pile to your south, and he just kind of nods at it like,
Like
casually. And
Yeah, there are two of them over there. It's weird that you set up camp so close to them. Like, they're just
yeah,
right there. Like, it doesn't make any. But I
it
mean,
doesn't. Oh,
kind of like how I'm Ulysses' friend. Maybe you
yeah.
could be their friend because I'm small and you're small
Oh.
compared to them. Maybe we could. Want me to go over and say hi? I can invite
No,
them
no, no,
over.
no,
I
no, no,
can.
no.
I'm
Don't.
cute. I'm very
You are
charming.
so cute, but I think it's a good
Okay.
idea to not talk to them. Okay.
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 Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just safety is a big concern, so we're gonna stay away from the giants. But you stay safe,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna keep an eye. If you see them get close, you come on over here and like pounce on my lap or something. Okay.
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 What if you're asleep?
Then pounce on the lap. Yeah, still pounce on me. Try to get me awake.
Pounce on you?
Yeah.
Okay. If they get close.
Like if they are within like 3 cents of us, then get close. Then wake me up.
It's like measuring things by a parsec. It doesn't apply here. I don't.
Savage.
I don't. Okay. Let me. Since we've been sitting here, I've picked up 3 new scents.
Oh, I see. So if they
One of them was Ulysses farting, and it's terrible, and I love it.
that's so bad, isn't it?
Oh my
It's so
really
bad, but I love it. It smells so complex. Like, what could he have eaten to make that smell?
Oh dear.
Galedrick died.
I'm going to point to a tree about 20 feet away, and I'm going to say, okay, if they get any closer than that tree in all directions, let me know.
Gotcha. Can I eat my rabbit?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, good, good.
Okay. And I'm just going to keep a closer eye on, like, especially the direction that he said the giants were in.
Okay. Yeah, for the most part, I mean, do you want to go around the log pile and look? See if you can see them?
Not by myself, no.
Okay. So for the rest of your watch, nothing super big happens.
Finnegan finishes up with his wabbit, and then scurries over next to the big wood pile and kind of sticks his head down like he's resting, but just far enough around that he can keep an eye on the giant's location. It looks like he's trying to fall asleep, but he's more or less just relaxing. He's not trying to fall asleep. He's resting, he's chilling, he's watching because, you asked him to.
Okay.
And who's up next for the watch?
I think I can.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Not a one. Not a one. Not a one. 21.
Ew.
Okay. So as you start your watch, you notice Finnegan over next to the wood pile. And you see the carcass of a wabbit next to where Ia had been keeping watch. You can stay in that same area. You can go over and visit Finnegan. But as far as what you see and hear, you hear very, very, very faintly with a 21. You can hear your fire crackling and popping, but in between the crackling and popping, you can hear distant crackling and popping, like another fire. I wouldn't say close, but just within earshot of you, coming in the direction of where Finnegan is kind of hanging out at.
Oh my gosh. I can hear it?
Faintly. Very faintly.
Has Ia fallen asleep already?
Hell yeah.
Yep. Did you pass on any information to him when you swapped? Or was it like, your watch, good night?
I'm gonna say, you won't believe this. I got to talk to Finnegan. We're gonna be besties now. I just know it for sure. Also, he's gonna pounce on me if he sees any giants nearby. There are giants pretty close, so keep an eye out. And I'm gonna go right to bed.
So with all that information, now that you're semi-awake but very attentive, you hear the what could be a nearby fire. Do you want to go check it out, or are you gonna hang out there?
I think it would be a bad idea to leave my crew. Now, with Ia just going to sleep and Ulysses being a drunk partier, it wouldn't be smart for me to leave them or wake those two up. So can I nestle War and try to wake War up?
Yeah. I'm gonna need you to roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh Come on, please don't kill me. Okay, so saving throw. Here we go. 16.
Okay. War. Why don't you roll a survival check for me?
Okay. Just have to find it.
It's in that big list in the middle, straight at the bottom.
Oh, there it is. Oh,
Okay.
wow, was 6.
Okay, so you caught War on, luckily, a night where he was very exhausted. So when you jostle him awake, his immediate reaction to lash out at you and stab you is very slow, and it's more like he's drunk, where he pulls a dagger and he just kind of in your direction, and it just kind of plinks off the ground, ting 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 ting. Or you're now awake, and you look up and see Galedrick looking down at you. You can see the firelight bouncing and dancing off of his face, and he looks slightly concerned.
And I like put my feathered finger over my mouth and I say, "Shh, giants nearby. Shh, you stay." Thank you. I just got some,
George, there's a human in your room. Watch out.
I just got some bird food.
I saw the bag before I saw the person, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's a ghost!" Oh man, I hope it like pulls him out of the chair. That would be so funny.
Wait a minute. So yeah. I say, "Shh, giants nearby. Shh." I go look.
So,
Okay.
Go ahead, War.
I will nod my head in understanding and then become very alert.
Okay, are you gonna get up?
Yes.
Thank
Okay.
goodness.
So, War, you kind of awkwardly get up to your feet, and you watch Galedrick's back as he goes over. You're gonna go over to the big log pile near Finnegan?
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna try to sneak as well as I can, because
Okay.
I heard the direction where the fire was coming from, right?
Yep, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me then.
Oh, maybe. Oh, I'm good at this. 26.
Okay, so like a leaf in the wind, you are able to drift over. And it's weird, War, because it almost looks like Galedrick is using boots of flying at how gracefully he's able to move across the rocks and grass and weeds poking up as he gets over next to Finnegan. And Finnegan...
Did you steal my shoes?
No.
Oh, okay.
Finnegan is completely aware of your presence, so you don't like surprise him when you get there. He does start to sniff your ankles and lick them when you get close.
It's just how we say hello to each other. It's very, very normal.
Yeah, it is. And you're gonna poke your head around the wood pile and take a look?
Yeah. Can I climb up the wood pile, or how tall is it again?
That one's probably sitting about 13 feet high.
Oh my gosh! Never mind. I'm not climbing up that. That's dangerous. I'm gonna poke my head around.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check. Do you have
Night vision?
night vision, dark vision?
I'm hoping there's a fire.
Oh my gosh, Kenny.
Yeah.
Funny story. I'm actually kind of watching Critical Role in the background, and you and Matt Mercer said dark vision at the same time. Oh my gosh.
I do have dark vision.
Our cycles are syncing up.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and roll with advantage for your perception.
Nice. 22.
22, okay. So you see off in the distance, like a good deal away, you're able to see that the camp, the logging camp that you're in is in a bit of a, I don't want to say ravine, but it's like a giant defilade, okay? Like a giant pocket, and sound is the acoustics in the area are quite good. So you get the feeling that if you were to walk over to the other side and shout, people in the camp could hear you perfectly fine, even though it's a couple hundred yards away.
I started thinking about Ulysses' farts and how they're echoing throughout the canyon.
Luckily, the log piles are doing some noise dampening, keeping sound in your camp. However, sounds coming from the opposite end are basically having to bounce off of just one thing to get to you, and it's making it semi-easy to hear. But you do see a fire, what you would constitute to be a bonfire, about 200 yards away, and you see one giant laying down, his massive ass crack pointed toward you, and another giant who's supposed to be keeping watch, but his head keeps falling off of his massive club as he's trying to keep his head awake. He's doing the bob and weave really hard, and you can see that besides the club that the one has, they are dressed for what appears to be battle.
Oh man!
They typically don't adorn themselves with shields and leather wraps, but these ones have, and they're sleeping in their armor.
Shoot 'em.
Comfortable. What? I pull out my bow. I'm just kidding. Well, now I'm scared. So they can. Okay, but if I got in trouble, I could yell, and I woke up war, so someone would be able to hear me. If I like cacawed too loud, you know. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what to do. Because I don't want to go too close, because what if there's a third giant actually keeping watch, and then they sneak up on me, because like the giant I know is very sneaky. But I also don't want to leave camp. Oh my gosh. But I also need to do a long rest, otherwise I'm not going to heal from my damage taken from the traps. Maybe I try to set up another trap. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I should set up another trap?
Oh gosh.
In response, Ia just snores heavily.
All right.
George, you get to no help from me.
Okay, I want to sneak up a little bit closer.
Okay. How much closer do you want to get?
Because do you know how like when you're next to a campfire, you really can't see away, because like you're like looking at the campfire.
Yeah.
So like I feel like I can get pretty close. Like there's got to be like a tree that's like, it's like there's like the bonfire, they're like around it or whatever, and there's like a tree line or something. There's like the next tree. I want to see if I can get up to that tree. It's like right next to him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another stealth check for me. Just straight, no advantage. Because the closer you get, the harder it's going to be to remain stealthy.
15.
Okay. I'm going to roll a perception check on the one who's...
Half awake.
Yep. My dad's +2. And he's going to roll at disadvantage because he's groggy. You're lucky because he rolled a natural 19.
No.
But his disadvantage was a 7. So you are able to get past him to that tree just fine. As you get close, if you want to roll a perception check, you're probably about 20 feet away, 30 feet away from him.
Okay. And I want to be like looking around for like near me for any other giants.
Okay.
15. Uh-oh.
So for your perception, you see a closer version of what it is that you saw from far away. You can confirm that the one laying down is wearing his armor. He has a form of like leather straps around his waist to help protect his genitals and butt area, but you know, each time he farts, the leather straps go.
Can the people at the camp hear that?
The perception checks that people rolled back at camp were low enough that they couldn't hear it. At least they couldn't distinguish that noise from any other noise in the forest. As you're closer, it sounds almost like you know when you put the baseball cards in the spokes in between the spokes of your tires on a bike, and then you ride, but it's like it's slower. It's and you can see a couple of like small rodents behind that giant who have keeled over and died from the horrible smell. The rabbit. The one who is semi-awake also has the same kind of armor on. Its club, which he's resting his head on, is quite large, and it has not nails, but like stones, sharpened stones sticking out of it haphazardly. And in the rest of the vicinity, I mean, you see the fire, you see a stack of logs next to it, and I mean logs, not sticks. And you do see a couple of deer carcasses that have been gnawed on that don't quite look done being feasted on, but are, you know, absolutely dead.
Do I see any like bags or backpacks?
You see around each of their waists, they do have a small bag. I mean, to them it's small, to you it's like Santa's bag, like a big over-the-shoulder 20-gallon bag.
Now, as my character, would I know if they use like a different currency than us? Like, do they still use gold, or do giants have like a different currency?
Let's have you roll a knowledge check, intelligence check.
Can Galedrick write a note in the sand saying friendly ? Yes or no, and then they can circle it.
Do you want to date me?
Heck yeah.
Okay, here we go. 9.
I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe.
Okay, with a 9, you know that giants don't like people, and people don't like giants, so they don't like interact very much. So the idea of one going to trade in any place of commerce would be common knowledge. It would be like a folktale of sorts. And you're not aware of any of those. So you get the impression that they probably wouldn't have currency, at least treated as currency from their perspective. It would be like you having rubles right now on your person. Like, what would that mean to a homeless guy who takes your wallet, like Monopoly money.
Actually, Monopoly money is worth more than rubles now.
That is fair. That is fair.
Okay. So seeing the carcasses of an animal, the deer that they've gnawed on, which means that they are eating on them, that would mean that they probably eat animals, and I am an animal. So I get scared and I want to. Oh wait, how tall are giants?
These kinds of giants are.
What do you mean these kind?
There are 6 different kinds of giants.
Wow.
Wow. Where? These ones, it's kind of hard to tell with the one that's sitting down. The one that's laying down, because he's stretched out and you have some sort of reference point to go off of, you can estimate that he's probably about 15 feet tall. The one sitting down looks to have a bigger frame to him, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's taller. It just means he's fatter.
Okay.
15 feet?
Yes.
I'm not even half their size.
You're
Yeah.
not?
Yeah. Goliaths being half giants, you gotta do some creative lovemaking in your mind to make that work.
Is it like the big plug? Or no, the big plug in the little sock? Yeah.
No, but it says that I'm related to giants.
Yep, you are.
And that I just want to point out to everybody, I do speak giant.
Yeah, you are related. So
Wait, do our characters know that he can speak giant?
not yet.
Oh,
You haven't communicated that.
Ah.
And let me think here. You're familiar with a couple types of giants, Galedrick. Not this kind of giant. So you're not super familiar with things that they're capable of doing or what their tendencies are. You know of giants, but you can't really discern much about how likely they are to perceive a human as being, regardless of if they speak the same language, if they would be hospitable or reasonable.
Okay. Then I want to sneak back to our camp, and I want to get the freak out of there.
Okay, I need you to roll another stealth check for me.
Right. Writing down something very important. 22.
Damn it. Okay.
Wait, what did they roll?
You wanted to die.
Well, you'd have to roll a natural 20 to. No. Okay, he rolled a 13. Okay. So you're able to avoid all of the sticks and branches in the area that could have messed you up, and got back to the log pile where War is now confused, just like, what the hell, like, where did you go? You told me to get up, and then you were gone. What the hell?
I had to pee. No, just kidding. Okay, so I'm walking back towards War right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I go up and I say, giants nearby. Shh. Fire. And then I make the giant farting noise of a because I can mimic sounds, right?
You can. You can make the exact sound of a giant fart as he's laying on his side.
Yeah. And then I say, we're okay.
War?
Okay. I think I am okay with his explanation that we're okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Gonna go back to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
How long has it been?
It took him probably, to be stealthy, you kind of have to go at half speed, so I'd say 20 minutes down, 10 minutes to look around, 20 minutes back, so just under an hour.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I guess I'll maybe signal we all good, and then I'll go to sleep.
Okay. All right. So the evening concludes, morning breaks. Somewhere you can hear what sounds like maybe a rooster starts to crow right before something attacks it and kills it. And it's kind of a welcome and typical sound that you'd hear in the mountains, in these mountains, that there's lots of stuff out there that wants to kill and eat everything else. And so it's just a fresh reminder that the further into the mountains you go, the more dangerous it's going to get. So go ahead and mark.
A long rest?
Yep, everyone marks off a long rest.
I get a long rest.
It was Finnegan killing the rooster.
Thank goodness. Those freaking traps are the worst. Whose idea was that?
Yeah, when you wake up, you look around, and you see like dozens of rocks tied to branches, just leaning all over the place. Like, if nothing else, something large may have tripped over them. But as far as preventing anything small like abyssals from attacking, it probably would have aided it in their escape had you tried to chase after them.
So everyone's awake now?
Everyone is now awake. Okay. You are gathering around the coals of the previous night's fire. You're going to get going. You guys going to have breakfast. You're going to go say hi to your neighbors. What's going on?
Whoa. Caca.
How was everyone's sleep? Right?
I got to sleep with it again.
Caca.
You did what?
A wife to murder. Caca.
Let's go.
What is wrong with him?
Giants nearby. I want to show you something.
Yeah, that's what Finnegan told me too. I was able to speak with Finnegan last night, and he says that there is a giant camp nearby.
Wait, hold on. You spoke? How are you? What drugs are you? I want what she's got.
Listen, I don't have time to tell you about all of my skills, okay?
What do you mean you talked to him?
I make the giant fart noise again.
Excuse you, Galedrick.
Did you eat something bad? Is that you?
Giants nearby. I want to show.
There are giants nearby. I point in the direction where Finnegan showed that they were.
and that last one wasn't coming from Galedrick.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. So there was a. Does that mean that there's one nearby?
I'm gonna need one of you to roll a perception check for me.
Who has high perception?
I have +4.
Okay, you do it.
Yeah.
Come on, big money.
Can we give him advantage?
22.
Ah, dang it.
Nice.
So you're making the fart noises, and you're gearing up to do another one, and it suddenly announces for you, and it confuses you for a moment till you look over to the side where the giant wood pile is, the giant log pile, and you see one of the giants leaning up against it, one arm on it, and he is draining the fire hose, as it were, and a loud fart erupts from his butt as he is standing there peeing and just drenching the pot. Like it's just like messing with Sasquatch levels of piss. Yeah, just so much coming out. It's disruptive, and his eyes are still kind of shut, and he's still a little groggy, but he's coming to.
Hurry.
He's coming to kind of quickly as he can smell a nearby fire and the remains of a rabbit.
Finnegan's gonna die, guys.
He's fine. He's just getting a
Okay,
shower.
I tap Ulysses, and I
Can we
say,
hide?
and I say, I'm gonna give this to you straight here. Oh no, I'm gonna lay it to you straight here. F this, but I say this, and I go try to hide somewhere.
Guys, we need to hide.
Wait, how far away do you go, Galedrick?
I try to climb a tree.
Okay, I'm going to need you to roll an athletics check for me.
I'm way good at that, I'm sure. Acrobatics? Athletics.
Athletics.
13.
Okay. Well, you get a couple of branches up. You get to convenient picking up level for a giant. And you stop there, and you're thinking to yourself, I got this. You're probably sitting about 10 feet off the ground.
Oh boy.
What's everyone else doing?
I'm hiding.
True strike.
And I said,
go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, I told everyone else to hide. I said it quietly, and then I was out.
True strike doesn't take a spell slot, right? Because it's a cantrip. It's at will, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Is he within 30 feet?
He is, yes.
Okay. I'm going to point a finger.
Which finger?
My pinky finger.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast True Strike on
Okay.
Giant, which is friendly to the giant.
He has resistance to cold and bludgeoning damage. That's it.
Okay. Is anyone near close, like within whisper range?
Ulysses and Galedrick are both gone. War is the only one who hasn't announced their actions yet. War, have you scattered with the others, or have you stayed with Ia?
No, I want to stay.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper over to very softly. I'm gonna say he doesn't mind the cold and he doesn't mind bludgeoning. I think we're gonna have to do acid or fire or something if he comes and attacks us.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to try to hide.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me. And Ulysses, I need you to roll a stealth check with advantage for me.
Oh, shit.
How come he gets an advantage? He's like a giant.
His boots make it so he's quiet when he walks. It doesn't matter what terrain. He could be walking on sticks. Yeah, yours don't give you advantage though. Oh, natural 20. So 1 second, Ulysses is standing there amongst you, and the next moment it's like Mission Impossible Tom Cruise. You look over and he's just gone. You have no idea where he is. You expect to see his feet sticking out behind a boulder or something, but you don't see anything. Are you using your boots to fly, Katie? Is that what you're saying?
Not super high in the air or anything, but I think I'd hover on it so that I don't step on anything.
Okay, so I would still say it's a straight stealth check because you're not used to being that tall, and with tree branches around, it becomes less easy to navigate.
Well, I am at a 6, So.
Okay. War? What are you doing?
I don't want to hide, but I want to like get into more of a safe, protected area before doing anything.
Okay.
So can I kind of hide, but not hide?
Yeah, you can get behind like half cover.
Yeah.
If you want to do that. So you can get behind like a larger tree, but still kind of have half your body sticking out so that you can be ready to engage if you need to.
Yeah.
Okay. That's easy enough. You don't have to roll a stealth check for that or anything. Well, actually do roll a stealth check to see if attempting to do that makes it hard, like makes it so you can be heard.
I don't know why Ulysses didn't just talk to him.
I rolled a 20.
Unnatural.
Yeah, like I think we should try to communicate with him.
So
You're right.
Yeah,
Oh.
Ulysses, your little kissing cousin giant guy.
hold on. We have actions we got to resolve here first.
Okay, sorry.
Oh,
So with Ia's stealth check, she starts to hover away and hits a branch with a roll of 6. Hits a branch and it does make a noise, slightly abnormal. There's more of a thud noise as her head makes contact with it. She doesn't take any damage from it, but it's like an odd, I would say a like handicapped woodpecker has just hit its head for the first time. And it's just like, whoa, what the heck? And the giant just, and he starts looking around. And just then you hear,
Oh, the horses.
as the horses nearby are getting a little nervous being so close to something that smells so bad. And as they make that noise, the giant looks away from Ia over towards the horses and gets a little smile on his face. And while he's still peeing, because giants are gross, he starts walking toward the... starts walking toward the horses.
Guys,
And as he gets close, screams at the horses, and one of them is able to break free from his being tied up, but the other 3 still remain. His roar also alerted the other one nearby, and you can hear more. So what are you guys doing?
She do be thick.
Oh my gosh, I'm so terrified.
I'm gonna run towards the giants.
Okay.
And I'm gonna yell to somebody else, save the horses.
Okay.
I'll run to the horses.
Okay. You're gonna run or fly to the horses? Yeah.
Fly.
Okay.
Don't hit your head
And
again.
War is gonna help. Ulysses, what are your intentions as you run toward the giants? You gonna say or do anything?
Yeah,
You kiss him, you kissing cousin giant guy.
I'm talking to them in giant,
Okay.
trying to calm them down and to try and make peace, or at
And
least
I'm also going to yell at the giants in giant and say, "Stay away from us!"
You can
So-
see giant.
Hell yeah, I can.
you can.
Yeah.
Yo, War, we suck. I can't even speak English.
right?
I can't even speak English.
So Ian's gonna shout, "Stay away from my horses." Ulysses, what are you shouting at the giants?
Cousins, please don't attack the horses.
Okay. Let me see
Wow,
if I got
very convincing. So convincing.
Yeah, go
I don't
ahead.
know what to say. Okay.
Roll a persuasion check for me.
With disadvantage, because nobody would. ever listen to
No,
you.
just straight. They're dumb. They're very dumb.
I'm going to also cast darkness on the horse in the middle, so that
Oh, baby.
with all the
15.
horses within a 15 feet, it's all darkness.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Um,
I got a 15.
Okay.
okay. Okay. So you're casting darkness on the horses. Where's the corners? A creature can't see through this. If okay. Okay, I got to resolve these one by one. So I'm going to do the darkness one first. We're not in initiation yet.
Yep. Crap.
But, so the sounds, the rumbling, the scream definitely spooked the horses. One of them started running away. Casting darkness. Let me look up though.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that. Shit.
Yeah. So the horses get a little bit spooked from the giants, but then everything goes dark and it just freaks them the hell out.
Oh, fuck.
They have a 0 wisdom and a -4 to intelligence. So I'm going to say that in order for them to be okay, they have to roll a 15 or higher. A
Can I
natural
give them
15 or
advantage?
higher.
Because I'm an animal.
You can't. They got a 3. So technically, they got -1 on their check to make sure that everything was okay. And so it creates them, like, causes them to, like, start bucking and neighing. And since they can't see each other, they start kicking each other, doing a lot of damage. It's a +5 to hit and 2d4 +3 on hit. They have an armor class of 10. They have to roll a 5. Just a 5, a natural 5 for each of their attacks. Each one of them is going to take a kicking attack against another one.
What if I do my beast speech and try to calm him down?
You can try that, but you can only do one action at a time. And after this first action, we got to go to Ulysses before you can try. So they each connect with each other, and they start kicking the shit out of each other.
I can't believe you paid for them to get sung to, just for them to kick each other.
Shit. This is a problem.
1, 3. So they each do 6 damage to each other.
Oh no.
And they have 13 hit points total. So like they're each like 1 kick away from death. They are not in good shape. With the exception of the one that ran away. And since you cast darkness, you don't know which horse it is that's still around, whose horse it is, and whose horse is currently kicking the shit out of the other horses in the Dome of Darkness.
Thanks, Hermione.
And he's enjoying this.
I know.
It's so fun. So Ulysses, as you call up to him and shout out cousins, okay, we're going to have to go with this one then. Please ignore the echo.
Cousins, we are here, cousins, we hungry. What you mean, cousins? Cousins what? You dumb. Go away.
I'm part Goliath. I come from a family of Goliaths, and we're related, and we can get you food. We do you want food?
Have food. Here. Horses. Delicious, like deer, without prickly antlers to go down throat. Oh, yummy horses. You want to eat with us?
I mean, yeah, but let's go to the lake. There's a bigger animal there that you'll get more food from.
We go to the lake later. Avenge fallen brother. Big
What?
snake.
What
Big
happened?
snake. Big snake, kill, eat brother.
Can
We
help
go
you
to
fight
kill.
it? Can we fight it with you?
F-
Friend?
friend?
Fight with you, not against you.
With
We
one
friend.
1 minute need to collaborate.
Okay. Okay.
He's going to turn, and the other giant
The other giant who's walking up right now sees that the first one is talking to you, and as he gets closer, you can see that he is larger than the other. Galedrick,
Size doesn't matter.
Yeah. Galedrick, since you're the only ones that really saw them up close, you can see that the one walking up has the club that you saw and was the one that was sitting down. So the first one is the one that was about 15 feet, and the second one coming up is about 17 feet tall. He's a hefty boy, and not the kind of thing you want to get into a skirmish with. But he sees that Ulysses is talking to this other giant, and he immediately just loses it. And he lets out his battle cry, and the other one steps in front and goes, wait, hold on.
Wait, friend? He's going to turn quickly and look at you and go, what friend? What mean? I don't...
We friend.
Friend.
You, me, friend.
Okay. Is friend something I eat? Is friend something I throw at mountain? What is friend? What is friend?
We help.
Help.
We
Help with snake?
help revenge.
Revenge. Oh.
We help with revenge.
We like revenge. Revenge good.
We help.
And
Can I make like a snake?
Yeah, if you want to do a performance check and kind of show Snake in some sort of mime-esque sort of way.
I also request a live performance just so we can like fully. Okay, thank you. Now I regret asking for that.
It's gonna haunt your dreams forever.
I'm gonna send you a video.
No. Terrible.
We kill. We help kill.
Yeah, so roll a performance check for me, Ulysses.
Okay. Oh no, wrong one. Sorry.
And I'll give you advantage on it because you speak giant. So given the fact that you understand the linguistic capabilities will aid in your ability. Okay. So you get done moving, and the big one looks down at you, and he goes,
ha ha ha! Funny little snack. Snake, bad snake. Kill many giant. Guards water where we drink. We need food and water. Horses food. Go get water. You come?
We go get water.
Eat horses first.
After. We'll find some. I will find something for you.
You're too small to be food.
Oh no.
You snack.
We will eat other things.
Other horses?
Yeah, other different horses.
Bigger horses.
Bigger meat.
Fatter horses, bigger meat.
Different.
Bigger meat.
Bigger, but different. But different.
I like call me bigger meat.
Your name?
Yeah, bigger meat.
Bigger
Oh,
meat?
snap. Wow.
This one, little meat. little meat.
Call me beat your meat.
Is that what the crew wants to do? Is help these guys? Sidebar? What do y'all want to do? Or should we try to trick them and run away?
You need to decide.
We don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Thea does.
I'm very occupied by the fact that I just have caused something to make the horses get hurt. So I am not paying attention to your conversation at all.
Okay. So we're kind of in it because they're either gonna kill us and eat the horses, or we help them. So, yeah, we help find eat bigger food. We find bigger food.
Bigger meat. After snake. Okay.
Yep.
Go to water, get water, kill snake, bigger meat.
Mm-hmm.
Then
eat bigger meat.
Eat bigger meat. Eat bigger meat. Yeah. What? Me bigger meat? Eat me?
No. Other
bigger meat. Oh.
Yeah.
We like eat. We like meat.
You'll eat.
Yeah. Okay. And then eat horses? I
mean, we can talk about it, but we'll be friends at that point.
Friend gets bigger meat.
Understand? I'll give you bigger meat.
Understand? Friend now. Understand? Yep. Friend give bigger meat.
Yep.
Oh boy. Oh.
This is not gonna
Context.
Guys, we're gonna feed them the snake. They won't know that it's not horse meat, though.
We speak little person to. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Good.
You.
Happy?
No, but
not yet.
Yeah. Try to be. We go now. Kill snake.
We go now. Yeah.
Okay. Just you?
Can my friends come?
Friends give you bigger meat?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then yeah.
Where friends give bigger meat? Where?
We give to you.
Oh my gosh.
Where are friends?
So bad. This is so bad.
I don't get what's going on other than
where are friends? Show friends.
They were they're that way. And I'm gonna point like not towards the horses, but a little bit away from them because I don't want them to go to the horses.
Okay, we'll say directionally that the horses are west of you in that little defilade down below. The giants came up from your southeast, and the snake is southwest of you.
Yeah, we're going southwest. That's where I pointed.
Okay, that's where you pointed that your friends are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready now? Go now?
Yeah, go now.
Okay. You know way? You know where lake? You know where water is?
Yeah. Do you want to go? I want to go to there.
I want to go.
We go, little snack. Okay, call you little snack?
Oh no.
Nickname?
Name is Nick?
Friend name.
Nickelodeon.
Friend. Bigger meat name. I don't.
Yeah, I'm Little Snack.
Little Snack. Come, Little Snack.
Hey,
Little Snack
Big Meat,
and
what's
friends.
the other guy?
Little
What's
Meat.
the other guy?
Little Meat. Kiss
Big
Little.
meat, little meat.
Little Meat.
Big Meat, Little Meat. Okay. Okay.
These guys are perverts. I like them.
Okay. Give me one moment, okay?
Okay. We go now? Ahead?
Yeah.
Okay. We go down to big back scratch post and wait. And as he says this, they both start walking over to a large tree at the south end of the clearing. The southwest side of the clearing, where there's a tree that has a lot of the branches that have been knocked off, and they both start like ballooing against different sides of the tree, using the nubs and the knots of the tree to scratch their backs as they look over at you and wait for
I'm
you to
gonna
join
get
them.
Galedrick to scratch their back one of these times. So I'm gonna
Little
explain
tickle,
to them
tickle, bird
what
feather
happened,
tickle.
and that in order for them to not kill us and eat the horses, I had to offer our help.
Okay.
But I can go it alone if nobody else wants to come.
Well, I'm gonna first stop my darkness spell and then try to calm the horses down with beast speech.
Okay, so as you cast Beast Speech, you hear, "Shit, Bill, why'd you kick me? Fuck, shit, ow, Bill, what the fuck? Stop kicking me, shit,
Everyone
son of a
stand
bitch."
still!
Oh, who? What? Hey, did you hear that Bill voice? Whose voice was that, Bill? I don't know,
Okay,
Bill.
are you guys standing still? You guys have to stand still, okay? Everything is okay.
Okay, all the Bills are standing still. We're still Bills.
Okay, now hold on. I know it's dark right now. I made a mistake and I made it dark. So you just stay right there until you can see again, okay?
Okay.
Is everyone okay?
No. Bill is bleeding out of his side. I'm bleeding from my face.
Oh.
And other Bill is on the ground. I could kick him to see if he wakes up.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just stay where you are. Don't move. And we're going to get you all healed up here soon. Okay, so you stay very still. You can breathe, but like stay very still.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh, can the Bills make boring noises while we wait? Like, is that okay?
There are giants nearby, so
Yeah.
I would say that it's a good idea not to make too much, those kinds of noises, just in case they hear you and try to come back and, like, I don't know, eat you or something. We don't want that to happen, okay?
Yeah, I've never been eaten before. I don't think any of the Bills have, but it doesn't sound enjoyable. We like eating grass, but I've never heard the grass scream, and I'm pretty sure I would scream.
Yeah, no, I think I would too. So you stay right there. I'm going to go get a friend of mine really quick, and then we'll get you all healed up, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And
Where'd
I'm gonna
the fourth one go?
I'm gonna run back to War.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, War, I need your help. Can you help heal the horses? I made a huge mistake.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm gonna bring War over to the horses.
Can we tell which horse ran away?
Not well. So I'll say that the darkness has cleared up now, and it relaxes the horses. You can see that one of them has been knocked out on the ground. Not knocked out because he's almost dead, but knocked out because someone landed a great kick to the side of his head. And the horse that is missing is War's horse.
Oh no. You can take my horse, I promise.
War, for healing, you can use your devotee sensor, your weapon, using the bonus action, not a spell slot, to cast it, and it'll do recover 1d4 hit points to everything within 10 feet for 1 minute, so up to 40 hit points. It will heal the horses to full, without a doubt.
Awesome. Wow.
Okay.
Or
Can we do it more than once? Or do you have to wait another turn?
you have to wait another day before you can use that.
Oh, but I guess
Ooh.
the fourth horse is fine. It didn't get hurt. Never mind.
And I don't think you have...
I have the lesser restoration spell.
So that Lesser Restoration cures from...
Lesser restoration cures from like blindness,
Oh,
debilitation.
paralyzed,
Yeah.
poison.
You do
death.
have a trait, a feature, a lay on of hands. You have a pool of healing magic. As an action, you can touch a creature to restore any number of HP in the pool, or 5 HP to either cure a disease or neutralize a poison affecting the creature. So you could cure each horse up to full, doing just 6 points of healing to each one, and then you'll have 7 points left over of that pool for the rest of the day.
Okay. Because I can only use my weapon once.
Yeah, so both. Yeah, so the lay on of hands, you only have 25 HP per long rest. The weapon one, you can only use once per long rest, so once a day. The one on
Okay.
your weapon has the potential of healing 40 HP, and that's across multiple people. So it is a bigger heal
Yeah.
to use if you use your weapon one.
I just might want that later if we go kill the snake.
And you don't have to heal the horses to full. Like, you can get them
Okay.
so that they're not bleeding anymore.
What's Galedrick been doing this whole
I'm
time?
in a tree. I'm hiding in plain sight.
10 feet up.
Yeah, I think I'll do the lay on hands.
Okay, so you're gonna go over and touch each
Yeah.
horse and
Yeah.
heal
Touch
it.
him.
Yes.
How much healing you gonna put into each one? They're each missing 6 HP.
Okay. 3.
3 it
Am I
is.
not?
So
I'm not a good person.
with the 3, the one that's knocked out comes to, and the other bills tell them what's going on, and any bleeding that had been caused has been now stopped. What's left are large bruises and small cuts from the hooves,
Chicks
but
do
they are
scars though.
but they are in much better condition than they were just a few seconds ago. So go ahead and mark off 9 HP of your 25 from your lay on of hands.
Thank you, War.
Okay, there's only 3. I forgot. 1 ran away. I'll do 4 for each.
Okay, so mark it down to 13.
Okay.
And I'll say that the lacerations or cuts are now gone. They just have bruises. Just
Okay.
bruises. Not in places that matter, like directly on their
Nope.
side
Nope.
or their back or their belly.
Oh no, we can't ride them now.
Are they
mean,
good enough to ride?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Like if they have,
you can
if they
never
have-
understand a horse, so you don't know whether or not they are okay to be ridden at any given point.
you just look them in the eyes, right? Like you're like, hey,
Yeah,
do
those
you want to
big bowling
ride?
ball eyes. Yep.
You want to? Are you okay with this? Do you give consent? You just look them in the eyes, and they should tell you.
Yeah. If you ask for consent and you don't hear consent,
You
It's
just look him in the
consent,
eyes.
right? That's
Yeah,
how
yeah.
it
You just look him
works.
in the eyes.
Just
yeah,
means
that's
try harder, right?
And we're canceled.
And that's a wrap.
So you get the horses all settled away. Are you? Ulysses has explained what's going on. Are you guys going to join him and head down with the giants, or are you guys going to try to make a dashing escape? Like, what's going on?
I'll go with him. I'll go with the giants.
Now we don't know. Wait, so did I hear like Ulysses explain like we're gonna go
Yeah.
help him? Okay.
Yeah, you were in a nearby tree, like less than 20 feet away. Like, it wouldn't have done very much. You could have tried to climb higher on like one of your turns, but
I should have set a trap for him.
For a giant.
You do notice that several of the traps that you sent or set have been smashed entirely. Like didn't even do anything to the giants as they walked through them.
You know, keep trying, Galedrick. It's cool. You're okay.
Okay. I'm nervous. I feel like they're gonna see me and try to eat me.
Someone does have to go get that other horse.
But
then you'd be alone unless you took a friend.
I'm a bird. I can go get horse.
So you to go chase down the other horse?
Yeah, I go find horse.
Okay. Is anyone going with him?
Are you talking like a giant now too?
I go big horse.
I
go
go
fast.
Find now.
So I guess, are you communicating that to the team? Like, you know, I'm going to go grab the other horse in your bird-esque language.
Yeah, I'll be like,
what's the plan?
Horses.
What's the plan after that? Are you going to like meet up with them in the snake fight, or are you going to meet back at the camp later on in the day? Like, you're going to be separated.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you going to get back with each other?
Well, I know that they're going to the lake, and that I've been here before because we've gone past the lake 3 times now. So I feel like I'm pretty familiar with this area.
I'll respond to him. Come find us after.
Okay, I'd like give like a big bird beak. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I want you to wear a bird beak one of these nights.
All right. After the cameras are off, you got it. Or.
Oh gosh.
So, War, Ulysses, and Ia are going to head down. I guess you're going to leave the horses there and walk down with the giants?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we, like, make sure that they're not going to run away, or that they can run away, I guess, if there's other giants?
Yeah, you can, like, re-secure them and maybe move them away from each other so they can't kick the shit out of each other again.
It was a mistake.
And
it's okay. It's okay.
And then
we'll put Finnegan in charge of them.
Are you still flying, Ia?
No, because I don't want the giants to know that I have these shoes.
Okay. So you all catch up to the giants who look down. Oh, friends. 2 other little snacks. Little snack 1, and he points at Ulysses. And little snack 2 points at War, and little snack 3.
No eat, though.
And points at Ia. No eat snacks?
No eat snacks.
Oh, we like snacks. Oh.
We won't help if you eat.
Okay, and as you say this, the big one looks over and slaps like a blueberry bush out of the other one's hand. And as he was about to bite into it, and he says, "No snacks or no help."
Bear, Guys, yeah, how do I help?
And he turns, and the other one turns, and he looks down at his hand, the squished blueberries, and he's. Then he turns, and they start walking toward the lake now.
I want to give him my horse now.
You can eat blueberries. Just probably don't eat humans if for a while.
Or giant birds.
Or giant birds. I mean, but that's less important.
Whoa! I'm
Giant-
killing Ia. Next game.
You
Next
know
game.
where can find giant bird?
No.
Giant bird has giant egg.
No. This one doesn't have any giant eggs. So, no. So just don't eat any humans.
a
But
boy.
if you want to eat the blueberries, that's great. No humans, no horses. If you see snakes, that's great.
We'll get to the horse thing later. They're confused.
Oh,
Okay. Eat blueberries, no snacks, no people, no big birds.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're really smart. You did that. You did really well.
Okay. Are you blueberry?
I'm a human.
Okay.
Hospital? Garbage can.
Awesome. Garbage can.
So you're able to make your way to the edges of the lake, and we're going to stop there for the night.
Oh my goodness.
Guys, I got us into trouble, I think, but
Guys, here's the issue that I was having, okay?
tell us, George.
The giant was peeing, walked over, and never pulled his pants up. And so the whole time we had this elephant trunk swinging at us.
Well, one of them had an elephant trunk, and he came walking up later. The other one had like a baby elephant trunk. He was little me, remember?
That's true. Yeah. No, my gosh, guys. I was scared just
This
from
whole
that.
time, Galedrick.
This whole time.
Is that a big worm? I don't know what to do.
as big as he is.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. They never pulled his pants back up. So this was extremely awkward. For some reason, Ia was like A-okay talking to these guys. I don't know. I don't know what she must be.
It doesn't bother you one bit.
The whole time, Galedrick, and we're like, what is wrong with him?
Big worm, giant worm, giant worm. I didn't want to pull that up while the recording was going, so
It's still going.
It's still going.
Yeah, I haven't stopped it yet. Should I stop it? Is that?
I thought you said okay, we're gonna stop right there. So I was like, okay, now I could talk about the giant
The giant penis.
dongs. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Well, I'll stop the recording now, though.